we do want to talk some NFL because tomorrow night, on Tuesday night, we have the final installment of the Detroit Lions on Hard Knocks. And it's been entertaining. We've loved it. We've talked all about it. And we're going to continue to talk all about that. There was news that broke on Monday that interior offensive lineman Vitae was put on IR. So he's going to be out for at least 4 games, which does not bode well for this type of offense that is centered around that line specifically. But when we talk about, week 1, Eagles, here we are. Is this a winnable game for the Lions?
Yeah, I think it is. It's not going to be easy. I really think they're going to have a problem with mobile quarterbacks, and that is Jalen Hurts' strongest suit as a quarterback. And then they've upped their targets as well. Bringing in an upgraded receiver in AJ Brown. This is the second year for Devontae Smith on my fantasy team. Spoiler alert. And I think stepping into another season where I think they're growing a little bit stronger in a weak division. I think this is a game where this could really swing their momentum as well. So this isn't going to be a gimme game. This could be a trap style game for the Lions, but it is very winnable with the weapons that they have and what's on their disposal of the offense and the defense. So it's winnable. It's going to be close, but yeah, they got to take every snap serious in this game.
It's funny to me because this was a game that all of the Lions fans had circled on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is 1-0. We're starting the season 1-0. Washington Commanders week 2. We're starting the season 2-0. It's Philadelphia. It's Philadelphia. It's Philadelphia.
Yeah.
The team that romped you last year.
Mm-hmm.
The team that has Jalen Hurts. The team that traded for AJ Brown. The team that drafted Jordan Davis. The team that drafted Nakobe Dean. This is not a bad Eagles team.
No.
And so I'm the best thing about Sunday, the best thing that's going to come out of Sunday is we will know exactly the type of team that this Lions team is. And it will either negate our expectations almost entirely, or it'll just help us pour that Kool-Aid even stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be like, listen, they beat the Eagles. They look good. Let's go get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it'll be like, oh, maybe it's not as great as we thought it was.
A few steps away, maybe.
Yeah. So, what are you looking for tomorrow night on Hard Knocks?
Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem is the new guest feature. They talked a lot about him on there. I think he'll probably be the most uplifting part of this episode. We kind of talked about it in the last episode.
By the way.
Oh, why is that?
2 weeks ago, I guest appeared on our other show, Rain City Roar.
Okay.
And they were talking about Russell Wilson, okay, specifically, and how Seattle, it was basically his job when he went in. I forget what they were saying, right? But it was just something that when they brought me in, I was like, hold on, we've got to set the record straight. You are a dude when Eminem raps about you in a song. And I rapped the line to him, and it was not rapped it, right? But I just said, Russell Wilson falling way back like he did. Right. I forget the name of the song, but anyway, you got to be proud about that, right? You got to be proud for the swagless Reilly here that can at least pull Eminem lyrics and be like, hey,
but let's
this is proof that Russell Wilson is the man. Because if M has spoken, then it has happened.
If there's any rapper I would expect you to get down, it's Eminem. So I mean, hey, I'll give you points for getting it down, but if anybody I figure you would know, it would be Eminem. So I mean,
I'll share my gym. I'll share my playlist with you offline.
Yes, let's do that. But yeah, it's gonna be I just think it's gonna be a somber episode again. I mean, we saw it a little bit last week where they were kind of hinting towards, and you saw Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes in the war room, and they're going at it. Oh, this guy, what do you think? And you could just see the stress pouring through them. And them being a player-friendly coach environment, this is going to be hard for them, and it's going to be tough for us to watch. So, I'm not expecting anything different from that. It's going to be a tough episode for sure.
Dan Campbell definitely wore the stress. Right,
and I like that.
I
I
don't
like
yeah,
that.
I don't I mean, these are not easy decisions,
Yes.
right? They're like David Blau, right? He was the focal point of episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like his game against Pittsburgh and the way that he stuck in there through the injury and all that, and then news broke the following day that he had been, let go, that
Right.
he had been waived, and that they brought in, another backup quarterback, which we both said should happen.
Right.
But there is that emotional attachment, right? You know, people are human. We get attached to, especially when there's, produced emotion on television.
Yes.
We really get attached to people in those
Yes.
ways. And so I
Yes.
think you're right. I think it's going to be another very somber situation, another very somber episode where, there's cuts that are made and familiar faces that people are like, man, I really wished he wouldn't have gone, but
No.
he did.
Yeah. Yeah. They shouldn't be treating this like a corporate system. You're not sending out emails. Best of luck on your future endeavors. No, you're gonna have to be emotionally invested in telling a guy face to face, hey, it's not looking likely for you. But
Well,
I mean,
and
a lot of
wasn't
the
it last episode too where they opened like the final scene was Brad and Dan Campbell sitting at a conference table and the door opens after they've been talking
yeah,
about all these cuts, and then it was like, yeah,
exactly.
and then they dropped. Yeah.
Yes, this gonna be tough. I got my tissue ready to go. This is gonna be hard. I mean, you know it's gonna come, but I mean, again, these some of these guys could have different paths in their future. I don't think it's the end of the road for a bunch of these guys.